So let's begin our contemplation meditation today by bringing our attention, our awareness, consciously and fully to this present moment. To consciously be right here, right now. And just to notice what is that? What is it to be present consciously in the moment? And now let's bring our attention, our awareness to our physical body. Scanning the body from head to toe. And just simply noticing what's happening within the body. Do you find tension, tightness, disturbance of any kind anywhere in the body? And if that is the case, bringing awareness fully to that, rather than trying to push it away, bring awareness to whatever is happening within the body. And now consciously relaxing the energy throughout your body, slowing down the energy throughout your body, and releasing and letting go whatever is possible. And now for a few moments, let's bring our attention, our awareness to our breathing. We'll simply breathe together for 5 counts. On each count, breathing in and out. At the top of the in-breath, we will hold for a moment. And then gently breathing out with awareness on the breath. So let's breathe in together, in through the nose and out through the mouth again, if that is possible. Breathing in to the count of 1. Holding the breath and breathing out. And relax. Full awareness on the breath, breathing in to the count of 2. Holding the breath and breathing out. And relax. Consciously slowing down our breathing now as we breathe in to the count of 3. Holding for a moment. And breathing out. And relax. Breathing in to the count of 4. Holding. And breathing out. Relaxing deeply now. Breathing in to the count of 5. Holding the breath and breathing out. And relax. Now bringing your attention, awareness within. Going behind and beyond your thinking mind to the seat of the observer. Just noticing that it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's still back there. And now abiding in that stillness, resting in that stillness, experiencing from there our contemplation meditation. So let's begin as we look at chapter 19, from Living Untethered, Dreams and the Subconscious. Michael Singer begins by saying that the traditional Freudian concept of dreams is that some events happening outside leave unfinished impressions in the mind. He gives the example of a little boy who wants a bicycle but doesn't get one. In his dreams, he dreams he got a bicycle. As the original event didn't sit well, so the boy pushed it away in his mind. He suppressed it. When he went to sleep and was not controlling his thoughts so much, the mind was free to release what it had not been free to express while he was awake. He notes that we all experience this type of dream on a regular basis. An event from the waking world finds its way into our dream world. You're not willfully doing this. It is the mind trying to release built-up energy patterns. Mickey mentions that there are all kinds of dreams. Freud called a dream, we just mentioned, basic wish fulfillment dreaming. It is a samskara formed in the waking mind, releasing energy by creating the thoughts that you watch while you're sleeping. These thoughts are not that much different from the automatic thoughts going on in the waking mind. They may be more vivid, particularly in their imagery. This is because while you're sleeping, the mind can focus completely on creating the thoughts. It is not being distracted by the senses or all the other layers of thoughts and emotions. In addition, you're not willfully pushing the thoughts away. This is why the mind can be much more creative in the sleeping state. It can create an entire complex world in full 3D and color. Mickey mentions that most people cannot do that in the waking state, even though our minds are perfectly capable of doing so. Once you stop suppressing uncomfortable experiences, you're going to realize that there really is no subconscious mind per se. The conscious mind and the subconscious mind are actually the same one mind. The only difference is because we artificially create a division. Mickey gives the example that if you look around a room of people and you say something like the following: the people on the right side of the room, I like those people. I'm comfortable with those people. People on the left side of the room, I'm uncomfortable with them. And having stated this, imagine that you never again look at the left side of the room because it makes you uncomfortable. What you do when you do that is you separate the room into the part that you're comfortable with and the part that you do not want anything to do with. The latter part exists, but you no longer exists for you. And this is what we've done to create the subconscious mind. That part of your mind that you're not willing to look at is what we call the subconscious. However, these artificially divided parts of your mind will merge once you stop suppressing. You will get the rest of your mind back and you will be able to use its full power. Mickey says to imagine how much mental power we waste by pushing all of that mess into our subconscious. And then attempting to keep it down there for the remainder of our life. He mentions it's quite amazing what a mess we make because we cannot handle the moment directly in front of us. These thoughts that we push down into the subconscious, they play a role in both our waking and dreaming states. The reason your mind is creating your automatically generated dream thoughts is the same reason your mind creates automatically generated waking thoughts. In both cases, you are not willfully creating this mental activity. It is happening on its own as part of the mind's attempt to release these blocked energies. The common thread between your waking and dreaming states is that it's the same consciousness that is aware of both. You, your consciousness, you who are watching the dream, is the same you who watches your waking thoughts and experiences the outside world. The reason why when you wake up you can say, wow, what a dream that was. You know that because you were there. The same you who was aware while you're awake. And because it is the same you, there can be a lot of spiritual growth in dreams. Meher Baba, the great yoga master, said that you can work off karma in your dreams. He stated that by going through an experience in the dream state, it is actually beneficial to your spiritual evolution. You're allowing some of the blocked energy to release that you were not or did not allow while you were awake. And that is very healthy. There's much we can learn about ourselves from the dream state. If what you stored in the subconscious was more traumatic than simply not liking what happened or not getting what you wanted, what happens then? Mickey says, some things are harder to deal with than just preferences. Some scars that are so deep, they cannot even come up in a dream. If you tried to release them, you would wake up from a nightmare in a disturbed state. Your consciousness is not able to experience the event even when it manifests in the dream state. You resist and become uncomfortable, so uncomfortable that you wake up. He asked the question, then how does this energy release? That unfinished energy that is stored in your mind is always trying to release at one level or another. If the release would wake you from a dream, your mind all by itself symbolizes what it's trying to express. Instead of dreaming about a car accident that killed a family member, you dream that there are birds flying high overhead. An eagle swoops down and takes one of the small birds away. Just an example of what that type of dream is like. You're willing to watch that dream, but you may not be willing to watch an accident with someone you love dying. That is all very real. Your mind is doing you a favor in an attempt to stay healthy and to release at least some of the pent-up energy. That's what the mind is doing. That's what the symbology is all about. Your mind is truly amazing when left to its own resourcefulness. In the same way that your body is always trying to heal itself, so too your mind is always trying to release what is stuck in there. Unfinished energy stored in the mind, always trying to release. And just that realization that the mind, even in the dream state, is attempting to release what's being stored. And that this is a very healthy thing. Our mind and body continually attempting to heal and release. Now let's take a moment to regroup this meditation in silence.